of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Welcome to the very first Viking County Oversight Board committee meeting. This will mainly be an organizational meeting today. So first item on the agenda, we've got the swearing in the board members.
When you come here, you're filming.
I can go.
So when everybody did
it.
No. I'm just.
The
so
camera
you
for
can-
live stream is up there, so wherever you want to be.
Okay. Well, I think everybody, they don't want to see me, they want to see these. Now, when I say this, I'm going to say I, and then I'm going to say state your name. Normally, if it was, one individually, I'd have you individually, say your name, but I guess that's what you're going to say. So you're going to repeat the words after me, except when I say state your name. So don't say state your name, but, so actually say Martin V, okay? You can do that.
We've done it.
All right, very good. All right, if you want to stand?
Sure.
Raise your right hands. I state your name.
I, Stacy Killian,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully execute
and that I will faithfully execute
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
all of my duties
all of my duties
as a member of the Vigo County School Corporation
as a member of the Vigo County School Corporation
Facility Plan Oversight Committee,
Facility Plan Oversight Committee,
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge.
You want me to sign this one?
Yes, and you would all pass your
Yeah.
forms.
Fill your name and,
Newton will sign those.
Ken,
You need Ben?
yeah. You have it?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
So the blank one will be for.
I have Stacy's?
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you, I'm not sure if it's an EY, so I'm going,
Okay, I will fill that out.
I'll let
Thank
you do it.
Need a copy of the agenda for that? Yes. You should.
Stacy, I just messed this up.
Okay,
Do we have another one, Mark? Did I start?
I can get Tammy down here.
Okay. See you in public.
Yeah.
I'll pass this out. Yep.
Maybe here. I signed.
Sorry.
I do, thank
See,
you.
your signature. Your signature.
I don't want to do yours. Mine's better than.
No.
I'll be right back. I'll go down. And get him. So we need another.
Tammy, she'll be right back.
Go ahead for business.
All right.
And you always.
Thank you, Judge. All right, next item on the agenda, we have Commissioner Clinton Beard here to give us a little oversight on the mission overview and the timeline.
Yep, if you want to turn to the second page, I just goes over again the board composition. We had one appointed by the Eagle County Council and two appointed by the commissioners. One of those was recommended by the business community. One appointed by the mayor, and one appointed is the president of the school corporation. I believe David is here, David Cronky is here. It was kind of a mistake on who was appointed to who, and I assume you want to clear that up. The Vigo County Council, just FYI, appointed Heather Pickens. The appointments from the commissioner was Mark Matheny. The appointment recommended by the Terrell Chamber of Commerce was Mark Elliott. And the mayor's was Jim Bramble. And Stacy Killian is the president of the school corporation.
So did I get the person who was recommended by the Chamber of Commerce wrong? Is that what I got wrong?
I think that's, yeah, you had just.
So
it's Mark
it's
Elliott.
you, not you.
Correct.
Right, okay.
You had Mark.
Okay. Well, I got half of it.
Yes, yeah. I meant to text you on Saturday. And find that. Okay. Mission and responsibilities. Board members are responsible for reviewing the current Vigo County School Corporation facility consolidation plan, evaluating all available funding mechanisms for the first two phases of the plan with the directive to avoid increasing property taxes, identifying best practices for community collaboration, ensuring new school facilities meet both student needs and potential community users, working closely and transparently with county leadership to support informed community-centered decision-making. Timeline today begins your service with the final report due on April 15th. Frequency of meetings, we're guessing 2 meetings a week. And I don't think that we had planned on that to begin until after the first of the year. So I'm not going to ruin the Christmas plans or anything like that. But, and that, all that again is up to you, 5 board members, and how you want to proceed, how many meetings you think you need, and really the time of day that you want. We would, I guess, encourage that it be done in regular hours, just so that we don't incur overtime for employees that have to stay to take minutes or live stream or anything like that. But at the end of the day, that's up to you. And we do want to make sure that it is accessible for as many people as possible. Sure. So,
What are your regular hours?
pardon me?
What are your regular business
8
hours?
to 4, Monday through Friday, excluding holidays.
Information we may need to be available during
Correct.
those times.
Yeah, I mean, we get questions. Get questions, we get the audience office, get information, things like that. Sure, for sure. Sure, that makes sense. Good point. Attendance expectation, I think you've all already read that 9%, we've asked 9%. Like I say, all meetings are open to the public. They are live streamed and will be recorded for future viewing. Most of the times we will coordinate with Tammy Allen, and we would be available to do this down in council chambers, but today there are budget committee meetings, so we moved it to here. But we do have the ability to do it either place. If you have any other questions, I would be happy to answer those. There's Tammy Allen right there.
No, I appreciate the clarity on starting the first week of January. That's going to be one of my first questions. How do we squeeze 2 more meetings in? With everyone's schedule, so at least that gives us a little time to coordinate and get the agenda set. First of all, I imagine there's some lead time there to schedule.
With that, I'm going to step back and let you guys run the meeting, and I'll be here for questions.
Yeah, so next on the agenda, we've got the nomination confirmation for officers. So we have nominations from the
Nomination. Mark Elliott.
roll of credit. Get the words out. Or any other, I'm happy to accept, or, there's no, things or anything there. We need a confirmation vote. We have desires. We have strong desires, but. All right. Thanks. Nomination for secretary. Guess I can return the favor and nominate Mr. Mark Feeney for secretary. Seconded by Stacy Killian. Assuming you accept. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
There we go. Mark, we have on the agenda here, open door law explanation by an attorney. Yes. No, we haven't. Do we have an attorney present? I'm sure Jim, well, Stacey, you're probably familiar with those laws, but the rest of us probably appreciate an explanation. I guess we have a judge.
Give legal advice. I'm very familiar with this law. Jim and I have worked on this a lot together through the years. Jimmy, you know more about it than most attorneys. Just go ahead. I'm not authorizing you to.
Your explanation's free too.
Yeah. Speak a little louder so everybody can hear you.
Now be streamed live on the web every minutes and such that we produce or open for available to the public. There's certain requirements for notifying the public when the meetings are going to be held. And then that's kind of short, simple version of it.
How's it going?
Yes, any meeting.
So since we're just five, if three of us are together, that's considered a meeting.
We got two.
Oh, wow.
Two for
Coming out of the woodwork.
Thanks for joining us here.
Sure.
We have on the agenda, just three of us are fairly new to this line of committee work. So we have an item on the agenda, kind of an explanation, high level overview of open door laws. Do you have any?
So the open door laws are such that there has to be notice, 48 hours notice of any meeting. And then that meeting is open to the public also. And then now recently, the law changed where, they live stream all the governmental meetings now also in addition to that. The one legal question though that I would say that can be addressed at this point would be, you guys are officially a committee. This is a kind of a first reading of this ordinance. It's kind of a new thing that this got passed. So I'm not even sure legally whether you're subject to it. Now I realize that, the commissioners and everybody involved wants complete transparency. So I realize they have said, that we're going to try to make sure that that's followed. But legally, I think it's above and beyond. At this point, I'm not sure that you're even legally subject. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so.
So normally, you can post, there's a statute even that talks about how you give the notice. I mean, obviously you can put it in the paper, you can post it, things like that as far as notice.
Sure.
So probably good best practices to follow open door law at this point.
I mean, I agree, because then, it's complete transparency to everybody. Plus you're allowing anybody else that wants to watch it and it'd be live streamed or to show up at first.
Yeah, just speaking on behalf of the commissioners, we would like public notice and open door law to be followed, even though it may not be required. We mentioned that throughout the process, if that's what we'll do, so we ask that you do that.
Yeah, I don't know, as a committee, I don't know if there's a requirement to establish bylaws or those sorts of things, but I think as a committee, we can just go ahead and make that commitment to follow the public notice and open door laws. That requires a vote, or anything. I see everybody nodding in agreement. Okay.
I think the hardest part would be just to set our agenda, make sure it's posted 48 hours.
We've got a more than capable secretary here, so I trust that we'll get that done.
Could I make one more, just so you know, this is being live streamed, so, but there's no microphone out here, so if you can, speak as loud as you
sorry.
can. No, I'm just, they won't be able to hear you, just kind of, so just speak as loud as you can and, kind of facing the TV, if you can.
Sure.
The meetings need 24-hour notice, 48-hour notice. Is the agenda also provided 48 hours in advance?
It allows the public to know if they want to come and speak on anything or know what we're discussing. Do we have to allow public comment? Are we doing that? Do we have to allow public comment on anything?
You do not have to allow public comment if you choose not to, or you could limit it in some way. I mean, I think again, best practice is, that most governmental entities allow it. But also, I've been involved in different cases too, where people want to come and speak for hours to basically throw everything off track. So I mean, you can also have rules with regard to it. So in other words, a lot of them, there's a 2 or 3 minute limit, but also they can't speak on something that's already been spoken on in past meetings, those kind of things. So, but that's up to your discretion.
That notification requirement could be taken care of when fell swoop if we set the particular days we want to meet. I know the commissioner, council, beginning of the year.
That's correct.
Advertised the meeting dates.
So have to do it every single recurrence. Yeah. Sure. It's great segue there, Jim. The discussion on meeting cadence and future agendas. Making a commitment here to meet twice a week. I don't know if y'all have thoughts on dates, times, survey that work best for you. Picking up that first full week of January.
What do you want to do? I just know school board meetings are Monday evenings beginning at 6 p.m. But if we're meeting in between the 8 to 4 p.m. timeframe, I'm good.
I'm just a full retiree.
Well, we'll make you get in here for an 8 a.m. meeting. How about that? Any thoughts, Mark?
I mean, other than seem selfish to just start throwing out, well, this works for me or this works, but I know Monday, first half of the day Mondays are always a great time, open time for me. I don't know what that looks like for you guys.
I'll just throw out some dates. So the first 2 weeks of each month are pretty busy, can be busy of an evening. The council meets the first and second Tuesday of the month at 5 o'clock in the council chambers. Commissioners meet every Tuesday morning at 9, so that you should be fine there. Wednesdays, the first Wednesday of the month in the council chambers is the area planning commission meeting, and then there's some other board meetings. So the first half of the month, you would have to definitely want to get with Tammy Allen, and we would be able to help you with the schedule times.
Okay.
Thursdays are usually wide open, as are Fridays.
In that regard, if we end up with conflicts of meeting spaces, does it have to be in these chambers, or can we go to another location that has stream capability?
It could be here or down there, or I assume we could move somewhere else. But I mean, I would think we'd be able to accommodate either between here or down there. We'll be able to accommodate.
The reason I ask is because we also have a room that streams, all of our meetings are streamed as well. And if we end up with a conflict like what you just described, then
Yeah, we can probably do something like that.
I think what's important is that there's a place to stream the meetings.
So we have two places and school corporation has one, so I think we could probably figure it out.
Mark, do you see an issue with them, like a Monday, so like mid-morning? Do you see an issue with Mondays mid-mornings,
No.
if that's a standing date?
10 or 10:30? 10:30? Okay. What about the second day? We shoot for Wednesday, Thursday?
Maybe you said Thursdays or
Thursday.
That gives us some time between meetings if we need to do some.
You gonna keep with the 10:30 time or keep them consistent? Yeah, sure. Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30.
We have an expectation of, sorry, of how long we like last, like in general? Or are we keeping it kind of open-ended, which is fine, either way for me, but.
I think you probably have the same expectations I do. I don't know yet. I feel like this, the first few meetings here, we're gonna have pretty heavy presentations, I would think, to get up to speed. I would anticipate those running a little longer than the average, as we go on here. But not quite sure at this point, so.
So then just for schedule purposes, our first meeting will be Monday, January 5th at 10:30, then Thursday, January 8th, 10:30.
Sounds
That
correct
first
to me, yes.
The channels, those need to be posted officially.
We would have our auditor, put out a press release, post them 48 hours in advance of the meeting or sooner. So as soon as you get your schedule, you get it to, Tammy and we'll take care of it. We can take care of it.
Thank you.
On Monday, Thursday cadence, so I guess we would have to come up with our agenda for the following meeting. We almost want to carve out a little bit of time each meeting to then go ahead and finalize, set the agenda for the next one. So we can immediately post that.
The other conflict is Martin Luther King Jr. Day and President's Day for Mondays. Are your offices closed those days? So would we need to adjust or just only meet once those weeks?
It is going to be posted for one. If at that point, is essential, okay.
Sure.
And
I can give you the dates right now. I can look for a calendar. We'd be closed, Monday the 19th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And it'd be the 16th of February for President's Day.
Yes. Right. And let me go up through April here.
April, when we close, will it be in that room over there for voting? April?
The schools are closed
Early
those
voting
days
could
as
start
well.
in April. Yeah, they'll be in the council chambers.
And I'll trust that.
I'm not sure when they start early voting.
Well, that's what
We
I'm
would
saying.
have to have, Dr. Hensel, our admin offices are closed those Mondays as well, correct?
Technically, those are holidays for custodians, secretaries, everybody. Do I work on those days? Yes, although I don't plan on working on the 16th.
I think just the conversation is, could we pivot to a different meeting location on those days?
Bottom line is Martin Luther King Day is something that I can open up and have that going there, but the 16th I wouldn't be able to. I can't speak for the other people in the office.
We also check the Tuesdays, those weeks.
And do we do agenda for trying to get it out 48 hours? What we do Thursday meeting?
We should try to get it this week.
I know for Mondays, school corporation posts are on Fridays. It goes out on Fridays, so for Monday. And Thursday.
So we okay with that? Those two holidays will just bump to Tuesdays. Same time. All right.
Do those work, Mark?
What's that?
If the two holidays, if we bump those meetings to Tuesdays?
Should be okay. Look here real quick. Okay, will you at 10:30?
Yeah. The second half.
Tuesday, look. There's something scheduled there on the Tuesday down there, we could do it here.
Okay.
So that would not be a problem, we could do it here.
January 20th.
Yes. And then the other one was the 17th.
Yes.
Yes, we could have it there or here.
Great.
Yes.
And then I think another week to look at BCSC spring break will fall during our times we're still working with this committee. I mean, I don't have plans, but I didn't want to assume other people.
Yeah. My kids are too young for spring break. I'll be here.
We're planning to travel.
Go to forum. It will be fun. You can catch us on YouTube. It's just in the- All right.
And then the public records law now allow attendance by Zoom. You have a forum in person.
Well, like if there's a, on a governmental day, if there's an ordinance passed and different things, they kind of loosened up their laws and rules during COVID, of course.
I think for us to vote, we have to be on camera. So if you were to zoom in,
Correct.
you would have to be on camera.
That is
to
correct.
Good thing we're not passing ordinances.
vote.
All right, so we have some proposed kind of focuses for the early meeting. Any comments on those? Like prudent to start with the facilities plan, get up to speed there.
So it says presentations by Gibraltar regarding school plan and alternatives. I would like for that to be, to include a representative from the school corporation in conjunction with Gibraltar. Because we utilize Gibraltar as the expertise to do that, but they gave recommendations or information such as the cost or, why this building is better than this building for the purposes we're asking. But the school board with Dr. Hensel and the administration, we are the ones that set the plan and voted on that plan. So the plan is ours with the help of Gibraltar with that information and also alongside with Dr. McKibben for the demographic study. I would also request that maybe he zoom in to share his findings and why we utilize that information to come up with the plan we have.
Sure. Is that, first week of January, is that reasonable to get Gibraltar on the line? And
I'd have to talk with them, but we have a staying appointment every Tuesday, so Tuesday I will make it a point to ask them if these dates work for them, and they will tell me whether it does or does not.
Great. Let's go ahead and pencil them in, as well as the representative from the school board. That's you.
I've already asked my secretary to block these dates off, so if you need to present, I'm ready to go.
Commissioner, did you have a comment to make?
Yes, just to make a note that during the application process, we had some folks that were interested and we told them that virtual was not necessarily an option, as a part of the 90%. So, but you could, as long as you have a form, you know what I mean? But yeah. That's my opinion on that.
So that we don't have online meetings of this group.
Right. Yeah. So everybody's in agreement here that we'll strongly encourage in-person attendance. Extreme circumstances allow virtual. I assume one of the main things we're gonna need to do here is get an RFP out to the financial consultant. Jim, you have thoughts on a couple of people you've worked with in the past and your county experience here?
Well, do we have to do you think we need a formal RFP written and sent out like a bid document, or since it's personal services, can we just have a discussion with some people?
I know, from a school board perspective, we're under a microscope always, and the RFP is the safest way to be as transparent and fair as possible. For us,
though, as far as only if it's gonna be over 10K.
I don't know if we have Dr. Hensel, do we have minimum requirements of when something has to RFP?
I always go with what my legal counsel tells me. If it's an RFP, you basically give them a couple weeks to respond, send it out, and then the thing about an RFP is that it's not by low bid. You can put parameters in there you can use to decide that you want them to meet on this date, you want this information, you want things like that. So therefore you can use that to discern which one you want to use and not be held to which one's doing it for the lowest cost. That's really the difference between bidding documents and RFPs. You should, if you're going to request it from multiple entities, you just have to give a reasonable amount of time for them to respond to it. Typically, I use about 10 or 12 days to do that.
Listen, Commissioner Clinton just handed me a document on public bidding procedures, purchases and services less than 50K, with no bidding requirement.
Yeah.
Between 50 and 150K. So there's invitations to at least 3 bidders. It requires a quote, and then over 150K would require a sealed bid, competitive bidding process. I don't think that will apply. I think it's in our best interest to send out some feelers to a couple of different consultants and just.
Process works.
Right.
Verbally contact. I think consulting firms give them an idea of what you want from them.
Sure.
And have a good quote for what their service, whether it's, hourly. And then you're pretty well open to what you want them to do. Probably what we're doing. That's the quickest way to get a consultant on board.
It's just probably in our best interest to send out a couple feelers and go through a formal, having said, well, maybe not a formal RFP, but having said that, engagement letters and stuff for us to execute, review and execute.
Do we do that ourselves, or is that through an attorney, or?
So Jim would do it.
I suppose the commissioner's office can give some help contacting.
What was the question again?
How do we,
Get quotes from financial consultants on what they would charge us for their services.
Yeah, I mean, you can get quotes on your own. Before you enter a contract, I would have someone look at the contract and make sure it's good. But for this, I mean, it's going to be less than $100,000, so you can get quotes on your own.
Right.
Without going to attorney.
is that something you're comfortable with doing, Jim?
Find some numbers. Phone numbers.
Do we need to know more specifically what we're asking them for guidance on or going and getting, like, other than an hourly rate, which is pretty limited, but if we have something more specific, which I don't know about our timeline, we're talking about encumbering.
Well, I guess. We could ask them, provide them with this statute of what our task is.
Right.
And usually systems. We have to ask, what are you in charge of?
Sure.
Can, as we put together and make it better.
It may be very similar to what you would do at ID Tech in terms of requesting a financial analysis of whether or not you have the capacity to be able to do certain building projects, whether it would probably
Right.
fall in line with something very similar to what you're accustomed to doing at ID Tech.
Yeah.
Who do you use that?
Internal.
Talking to it.
So is that something we come back to the first meeting with a plan of who to ask and reach out to? Because it looks like the first two meetings are,
Yeah, I think we probably need to do that here soon,
or do that like.
probably by the end of this week, we need to put together something.
Right.
Not necessarily an invitation to bid, but we need some sort of proposal, engagement, like informal RFP process.
Or do you have a template for that or something? Geez.
No, it's more of just like word of mouth communication, like you're just reaching out and saying, hey, this is what I want to do. Now, I could probably get you like, we could probably draft a template. Like, yeah, and we have like a template for like the RFP process that we could probably leverage to communicate with, so I can pull something like that.
You would know formality.
Right.
Or verbal request.
And at this point, yeah, in this amount for sure, it'd be much more.
Okay,
Go ahead.
just so you all know, we have, Baker Tilly has given us pretty in-depth, financial situation, but in the interest of transparency, I would recommend that you use someone else for your own. We can give you this one so you can have some reference.
Yep.
Sorry, you can pay for and all that kind of stuff, but I would recommend that you maybe get another one.
Great. Can you email that out to the committee or provide hard copies or whatever format it is? Yeah, thank you.
Likewise, the school district has also used a different branch of Baker Tilly that I would also advise that you not use Baker Tilly for the same reason. But at the same time, looking at the report that the county has may help you determine what questions you want to ask and so forth like that.
Before we move on, just too much further, one of the things we talked about as a school board to help with our, kind of like, to see what Gibraltar has done in the past and to see kind of what we can envision Terre Haute to have, we did a field trip to some of the schools they have worked on, whether they were renovated spaces, whether they were rebuilds or a combination of the two. And that was, we field tripped up to Valparaiso area, Hobart High School, and it has been talked about that maybe this committee do something similar to maybe keep that on our radar. That's where we're looking at meetings and times that we want to meet. It's really eye-opening to see what other communities are doing that are very similar to ours. I mean, it was a really good experience. Now, if we need to talk about that further or at a different meeting, read that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They had some thoughts about the meeting schedule or the meeting content. You have any others you want to discuss?
Those were the two main things. One, that we'd have representation from the school corporation involved in those presentations with Gibraltar. We work so closely with them. But then also that field trip portion was, it was very eye-opening. I don't want to say it's just to see what our kids could have, what our teachers could have. You hear a lot, oh, we're behind. You don't realize that until you see it.
Mm-hmm.
And to know with the parameters we could work within to provide something like that for our students.
Sure. Mark, any conversation there on meetings? No, we can refine them as we get closer.
I was wondering, Gibraltar, are there plans, are the plans that were laid out by Gibraltar, are they current? Do they align with the House and Rule Act 1515? I know that there was a lot of talk about community use and improving health and safety. Like, was this around when Gibraltar presented?
There was,
Gibraltar began their work with the school corporation in January of 2024. The bill passed in 2025. So, yeah, they were doing this work while Senate Bill 362, which became House Bill 1515, was all going through the legislative process.
Okay.
And Gibraltar's they're an architect, so their analysis was from the perspective of the buildings themselves. Baker Tilly was more on the financial side of things.
And then with that, the school calculation right out.
I think that'll be important to make sure that the plan we're looking at doesn't get alarmed.
We also did a demographic study that you may or may not want that information as well, that has enrollment, where we're at, what future enrollment is. And I'm sure that the person who did the study and could present the study, we could arrange for him to actually be the one that presented and answer your questions instead of it being synthesized through me or anybody else.
I assume that study was taken into account and presented to the county council a couple
Yes.
months ago.
That's where that came. All those numbers I shared came from that.
I don't know if we need to get any deeper than what you did in that presentation, but
And I believe all of that is still on our website online or in our YouTube archive of our meetings. Both Gibraltar and McKibben has presented.
I can forward you the entire report if you really want to have the trouble going to sleep one day too.
don't challenge me on that. I was watching one of the presentations Friday night. I said, at home, so I was working out Friday night, catching up. Any more conversation there on meetings? I think it's good enough kind of direction that we're gonna have. We'll focus on the facilities, then we'll evolve into finance and see what else comes into play there.
Can I make one comment from Peanut Gallery over here?
Yeah.
Along with financial advice, you're practical about attorney too. Maybe hopes for that, or however you guys would do that, just want to throw that out.
Thought about it, and we come to, I guess, maybe came to the consensus that we probably at this point did need an attorney.
We didn't. Would we need the attorney later to solidify how this may look and what forms we may have and what at the end? Or I mean, what are you thinking, Kristen? I mean, as far as
I mean, I hate to comment too much, but
Sure.
I think going back to what Terry said earlier, this is a piece of legislation. This is its first run.
right.
So I think there could be boundaries there you don't even know about, so. But full disclosure, I'm also married to an attorney, so I think everybody should hire one.
Well, the two in the room are laughing. Yeah. I think, I think when it comes together, we're probably gonna need somebody to make sure this plan, the recommendation from the committee is in alignment with the House bill. Like as far as having an attorney to take it for a committee, pass on that program. But your engagement, and the financial consultant involved first. And then move forward.
I guess I'll just add just something for us to think about. We've all been a part or seen what it took to get to this point. That we have to be cognizant that there are legalities forming to work against this work as well. I don't know if that means we need to revisit it sooner rather than later.
Sure.
To protect the work that we're about to embark on. From a legal standpoint.
Is it prudent to at least begin conversations and get pricing and letters of engagement at the ready? You need one, they need.
I guess that's my concern and my worry that if we're not prepared somehow, we'll be caught off guard and it could jeopardize what we're trying to do.
Sure.
And I'd hate to see this commitment and work that everyone has committed to do if we're not prepared.
Well, I think Jim's gonna take on kind of spearheading reaching out to some financial consultants. I'm happy to have some preliminary conversations with individuals, offices or something. Kind of at least set the stage for what's coming, get some early thoughts, and bring it back to the committee.
I think that's good.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. Conflict of interest form execution. Any direction here, or we just set aside time to make sure we do it? Mark?
Yes, it's just in the package.
Can we just return that to you?
Return to your president, and
Okay.
we'll get it. I'm not sure if we probably need to record it or something like that.
Usually they're filed with the clerk.
Yeah, you do. That's similar to what the CID board, their disclosure.
When would you like to have you back, Chief, sir?
Right after the meeting? Do we have to do it now on the record, or?
You can take some time to look at it if you want. If you want to bring it before the first meeting, that's fine. Your next meeting, I mean, or if you're comfortable signing them now, just, yeah, go ahead and
Do
do
we
it.
have a notary public in the room?
I do have one. I have a notary right in the other room. She's, yeah, I can get you one.
Okay, if you don't mind, yeah, that'd be great.
We'll go ahead and plan on getting mine done today.
Sure.
Given all
I'll have her come down.
the internet conversation.
There you go. Okay.
Great. Any other business?
May I ask that we just kind of go over, just a recap of what we're doing before next meeting?
Sure.
All right, so first meeting, January 5th, 10:30 a.m. Priority items. Before then, so Jim, you're gonna reach out to a couple financial consultants, begin conversations.
These papers are basically in Crow.
Do we need a third then to?
I don't think.
Is there one, Chris, is there one more big financial, Pro, Baker Tilly?
The policy analytics are familiar with this work. Stiefel does this kind of work. There may be others who specialize more on the municipal side, but those two, along with Baker Tilly, are the three big ones in school aspects.
Policy, what was the other policy?
Policy analytics. They'll go through and do a parcel by parcel analysis of where SEA 1 falls and property tax rules and laws and property tax caps. I mean, they can get way down in weeds if you want them to. Stiefel does that as well. If you really want to in the weeds thing, policy analytics is probably one you want to talk to and so forth. If you want something closer to just the projections and forecast, Stiefel and Baker Tilly does that, but I advise you not to do Baker Tilly. And Stiefel's kind of in between Baker Tilly and policy analytics. That's from the school perspective. Mark may have a different perspective from a municipal perspective, or Jim may have some thoughts from a municipal perspective.
Crow, Rowan, and Baker Tilly are the ones that who work with a lot around here.
Crow does is more on the auditing side with schools, where the State Board of Accounts outsources to Crow that does audits in bigger districts, and so Crow is who came and audited us.
So they may not want to get involved with that. Just impair their independence.
Sure. Sounds like policy analytics is a little bit of a different flavor in terms of consultant.
Let's have Jim have some conversations.
You have, Crow.
Yeah, I don't know the other two.
Sure, we can find a connection there.
If you need contact information, I can forward them, because all I have to do is call my association and say, can you tell me who the contact is, and I can get it and pass it along.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. And then Mark, you're gonna reach out to a couple.
Sure.
On the legal side. Agenda for first meeting.
Do we need to,
We're gonna see.
yeah, we need to confirm that Gibraltar, and the representative from the school court can be here for kind of meeting number 1 there on January 5th, but tentatively, that's the plan. Give me a kind of recap then.
Do we want to set any kind of agenda parameters or template for January 5th now? Do you want to do that as it gets closer, or how do you?
Let's get confirmation that they can attend, and
Gotcha.
then if we
Go
need to
from there.
pivot, we'll pivot, but let's plan on that being the course for now.
Dr. Vince will be reaching out to them.
It sounds like a standing meeting on Tuesdays.
Actually, I'm texting them right now.
Okay.
And then did we want to include public comment or not?
Okay.
I'm happy to prepare, maybe a policy, short policy that we could include with every agenda. So kind of the assumption that attending and commenting in public forum should adhere to these rules, and we can just attach it with every agenda item, so I could work up a template or rules for that.
We do 3 minutes, we do 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We do it, at the start, we do not have to do this, just what we do. We do it at the start of the meeting on agenda items only, and then we do it again at the end. I mean, time it, but as Terry said, we could do it whatever you guys want. But the 3 minutes, I feel like is a good.
Yeah, it is.
Mark, are you gonna get send us or get us a copy of some of the financial analysis that you guys have? Or,
Yeah, that's the Baker Tilly.
Yeah.
I will get hard copies of those made for you.
okay, can you pick those up? I'm just thinking over the break.
Yeah, no, I can actually,
Yeah.
I can have them tomorrow.
Okay, awesome.
I have a couple of them now, but I don't have 5.
Anything else with your pause? Entertain motions.
I'd just like to say thank you for this important step that you've all stepped into. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
It's not going to be easy, but I know you're all got the best heart of the kids here. Thank you.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
And then Tammy's here.
Tammy is here to notarize.
And I'm afraid that.
Hold on.